Hello, and welcome to the Dads of Adventure podcast. Today we're going to be talking about something that I think is very important. I'm going to call it ABD, which normally means Adventures by Disney, but for me, it's going to mean Adventures Beyond Disney. There's lots of other adventures to have out there beyond Disney, so just going to share some of the ones that we've had with our family, either with just me and my wife, or all of us together. There's just a lot of different things out there that we go and do that are other adventures that are not part of the Disney realm. But before we get started with that, I'll just let you know where you can find us. If you are watching this podcast on YouTube, on the Dreams Magic Adventure channel, you can also find it in audio format on your favorite podcast app. If you are listening to this as a podcast, you can find the video format of this on the Dreams Magic Adventure YouTube channel. You can also find us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Dads of Adventure. And I recently have added the Disney Dads group on Clubhouse. So go join that. We're going to be having some great discussions there. Right now it's just kind of forming, so determining how often those will be, but go join the club and then you'll get notifications in Clubhouse when there are meetings set or rooms set. If you don't know what Clubhouse is, feel free to message me on Instagram. If you need an invite to Clubhouse, let me know on Instagram. It is available for Android and Apple users, the app, so love to see you there. Again, the Disney Dads Club. And we're also there on Dads of Adventure if you want to follow me. But and then that will lead you to the club. But one of the things that's coming up here is our 50th episode. So that's coming up very soon, and we'll be talking a little bit more about the 50th anniversary of Walt Disney World, which I'm very excited about. But we are going to also be talking about other adventures as well. That's where we're going to get started here. So, Adventures Beyond Disney. There are so many things that we've gotten the chance to do over the last year or years. I'm going to kind of pull from some experiences from the past years too. One of the most recent things we're able to do is be a part of the inaugural sailings of the Celebrity Apex. My wife and I took a cruise in the Greek islands, and it's like the fifth sailing of the Apex. I'm not sure how many it actually had with people, but there are very few people on there as it was getting started. So it was a great experience. And we'll talk more about that. There is a whole video tour on the Dreams Magic Adventure YouTube channel of the new Celebrity Apex, which is one of the Edge class ships for Celebrity Cruise Lines, and it is one of their newer ships. So there's the Edge. The Apex is the newest one that has come out as of this podcast, and then the Beyond is another Edge class ship, so similar in size, technology, things like that, that will be coming out soon. And the Edge, as we're speaking, is currently off the coast of Florida doing cruises there. The Apex will be coming to Florida from over in Europe, and then the Beyond will be going to Europe as we're speaking. Then they might do whatever by the time you listen to this episode. Who knows? But those are some of the things that we were talking about. So we went on that Greek Isles tour. Again, there's a video of a tour of the Apex that's on the Dreams Magic Adventure channel, and I have plans to put together like a video about our trip as well. Some of the other places that we've been, we recently I went to a resort called LeBlanc in Mexico. That was me and my wife also. Sounds like we just go on trips together, but that's not true. But we also got a chance to experience the Florida Keys, which are amazing, including great resort down there called Baker's Cay Resort, and in Key Largo area, and several other things. So we'll try to be talking about that. There's We went on another celebrity cruise on the Celebrity Solstice a couple years ago, on to Alaska. So I hope to get more videos out about that. We have re-explored areas where we've been to, including Kiowa in South Carolina, which is a great place for like kayaking and just an awesome, like seafood and all sorts of wonderful experiences in the low country. Everything, and then just exploring the world around us. Like we love going to Disney. We love going to places like Legoland. It's one of the other places that we'll go frequently. But exploring the places around us. Like there's beaches on both coasts of Florida, and we've explored several of them on both coasts. And those are been voted some of the greatest beaches around. But if you're near a coast, or if you're those are waiting for you. If it's a few hours drive, the idea is we don't wait or limit ourselves based on like how long it takes, or how busy we are to try and fit some of those things in. As we're recording this, we just recently went to see a SpaceX launch. We've seen a couple of those now. It's an exciting time for that because they're working towards putting another person on more people on the moon. As we speak, in a couple weeks, they're going to be launching some of the first civilians in a SpaceX craft. So that will be awesome to hear about their experiences. And there's just a number of things that, again, I'll also be making some videos about coming up here that, and they may come out, in, weeks from now, months from now, but, they're coming. So, but just wanted to let you know that, there are so many different experiences that, we have taken part in. I mean, it might be like going blueberry picking, or, going to a winery nearby. You can, in Florida, you can pick oranges, you can, but there's lots of different things that might be like in your area. Like, we're not really near like some apple picking, but, if you're in, certain areas of the country, you can go, pick apples. You can, make a weekend of that. You can, take a look at, different farms in the area. You can, see what other experiences are available in the area and take advantage of those. So it doesn't have to be a trip necessarily, but those are fun to plan and do as well. And it's just, mainly, thinking where can we go on any budget, and the Keys were a good example of that. We did stay at a neat resort for a couple nights, but then the other nights we stayed at a lower cost place, so we could extend our stay. But most of the things that we were doing were like things that were around there. We went to like a sea turtle hospital. We went to we found parking on the side of the road, where there was an awesome beach, where you could like walk out like almost half a mile. Just tons of things that you can experience without having to be going to Disney or otherwise. Again, we love Disney. We love going there and going to Legoland, but I think it's important to note that that's not all we do, and we look at all different types of adventures in all different ways. We love cruising, for instance. We can't wait, of course, for the Disney ships to get back on one of those. They're just starting to get back to cruises as we're filming this. We'll get talk a little bit more about that in another episode here. But the Celebrity Apex that we were on, I hope to talk a little bit more about that in a future episode. This is kind of like talking about some of the things that you may be hearing about. Our Mexico trip, I have a couple podcast episodes already recorded for that that will be coming out in the coming weeks and months here. Just kind of a tune in to what may be coming for the podcast, what may be coming for the videos. So it'll be a mix of Disney, because we are excited about the 50th anniversary coming up and the 50th episode of this podcast, and kind of aligning those two. But just exploring other things that are cool experiences to do is what we're all about as well. So I won't prolong that. It's kind of more of a preview of like what's to come here, in talking individually about some of those experiences. Also to give me a motivation to make the videos and get the pictures together, and do the work that's required to get those out on YouTube. Again, the Apex walkthrough tour is out there already, and hope to have more of those out directly as soon as we can. And in the next couple episodes, we'll be getting to that 50th, and looking forward to that 50th anniversary episode 2, because there's so much to discuss about what has happened in the last 5 years, and what's coming. We don't know everything that's coming, so we'll do what we can with the information we have at the time. And that about wraps things up. Again, you can find us on the DreamsMagicAdventure YouTube channel. That's where you'll find all those videos. Right now, again, it's mainly it's all the podcast videos, so you can check those out. There is a video related to some of the adventures that we've had, going to like the Margaritaville Resort. Check that video out. There's some videos coming for our Mexico trip that will be a part of the podcast, and hoping to get the Alaska video put together, finding some of the pieces of that, because it's recorded on a few different devices, so I'm finding all the pieces from that and trying to put that back together here. But stay tuned for that, and we're looking forward to talking a little bit more about those as we release those in separate episodes. But stay tuned. So you can find Dads of Adventure again on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and on Clubhouse at Dads of Adventure. You can also check out the Disney Dads Club. Subscribe to be a part of the club. Follow me on Clubhouse app, which is again available on Android and Apple devices right now. And so again, if you're watching this video on YouTube, you can listen to that as a podcast format on your favorite podcast app. We are out there on Spotify and iHeartRadio, and just Apple Podcasts, and most places that feed from all of those different other places. But check those out. Again, if you're listening, check out the DreamsMagicAdventure YouTube channel. More to come there. And we look forward to future episodes. So that'll wrap it up for now. And, especially with this episode, we'll end it with go have an adventure with your family. Thanks for joining us.